How's everybody doing out there? This is Schaefer coming at you for Schaefer TV. And this is the part 2 of my UCL quarterfinals. This is going to be the Wednesday night games, or tomorrow night's games. And they're really, really good games, if I'm being honest. And not to say that today's games aren't good, but because they are. But these games are the ones that we all want to see. All right. Before we get into it, I'd appreciate you if you'd like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Let me know how wrong I am. Let me know how right I am. They call me Nostradamus. Wow, that was kind of corny. Whatever. Let's get into this. I appreciate you guys watching. So the first game that I'm going to talk about is the Bayern Munich versus the Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. The first leg was in the Emirates in England at Arsenal in London. It ended up being 2-2. If now they're going to Germany, playing in Bayern. I believe that if Arsenal wanted any chance of progressing through this competition, Arsenal needed to come away with a pretty solid win at home. I think that they needed a 3-1 or even a 3-0 to come away with. Maybe not a 3-0, but I think that Arsenal needed to win 3-1 to come away to make it to the semifinals. I think Bayern Munich, if you go man for man, I think that Bayern Munich have the edge as far as players, as far as quality of players. If you want to talk about manager, I know a lot of people don't rate Tuchel, and I know a lot of people also don't rate Arteta, or some do. I think Arteta gets a lot of smoke, a lot of praise, and a lot of smoke. I think at the same time, both of them are true, though. I think Arteta is a good manager. I don't think he's a great manager. Tuchel, however, is a weird one to talk about because Tuchel has won the Champions League. He's won a lot of things, but I don't rate Tuchel at all. I don't like the style of football he plays, and I don't really rate him as a manager either. But when push comes to shove, Tuchel's won trophies, and Arteta has bottled things. So I'm sorry, Arsenal fans, but that's the truth. So this second leg, I believe that Arsenal go to Bayern, and I believe that Bayern just has the better team. Even though this is not the strongest Bayern Munich squad in years past, I do believe that they're going to come away with a 1 or 2-0 victory. I don't think Arsenal is going to score a goal. I think the only way Arsenal do score a goal in this game is if somehow Saka or Martinelli are able to get on the end of one, or they simulate and get a penalty. I think that's the only way that they're going to score at home versus this team. I don't rate Bayern Munich so highly, but Bayern Munich do have a vast amount of experience. They have the better quality players. They have the best player on the field. Probably the best 2 players on the field. Maybe even 3 players on the field. Yeah, they really do. Wow. But I do believe that Bayern Munich are going to come away with maybe a 2-0 or 2-1 victory, and I think they knock Arsenal out. I think that that's what we all want anyways. We all hate Arsenal, and you know what? They're too pompous. They're too proud of themselves for not winning anything, really. So I think that that's what's going to happen. Moving on to the next match, the best match of the bunch. Manchester City and Real Madrid. Now, this game ended up being 3-3. Some beautiful goals and some incredible luck for some of them goals. I guess you can kind of say both teams are evenly matched, even though they play completely different styles of play, completely different tactics. I firmly believe that Real Madrid have the better players. I believe that they have the better starting 11. I do believe City has the better depth, the better bench, and I do believe City have the better coach and probably the better tactic. However, the last match, it ended 3-3, but I firmly believe that the 2 best players on the field was Vinicius and Rodrigo. It's been a long time since I've seen wingers play off of each other that well and that beautiful style of football. It was very impressive to watch. I was I was humbled to watch that. That was incredible football. City do what City did. City do what City do, and they possessed the ball. They managed to get a couple of good looks. Nothing really that concrete inside the box. However, they do have some class players who can stroke it from outside the box. Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, two well-taken goals. Silva's was a little bit more of luck and skill. Foden's is just a beautiful strike. Foden's getting that space because of the tactics. And you know what? More power to him. You know, when you get a chance to take the strike and you take it and you bury it in that top left corner, what more can I say besides bravo? Give you a golf clap and say bravo. However, the goal from Gvardiol on his weak foot, curling it to the right side of the goal, wonderfully taken goal. But I think 9 times out of 10 he sails that into the stands, if I'm being honest. But you know what? It went in, and here we are. 3-3, right? Same could be said for some of Real Madrid's goals. The assisted goal from Vinicius to Valverde. An incredibly well-taken goal. Incredible strike on the ball. Incredible volley. Beautiful goal. 9 times out of 10, that ball sails into row J. All right? So, you know, like I said, even the Rodrigo goal, the little toe poke, you know, that's a 50-50 thing. And the Camavinga strike, ricochet, I believe they even called it an own goal, which in my opinion, that's messed up. That's not an own goal. That goal should go to Camavinga. However, yeah, I mean, a lot of lucky goals in this game, if I'm being honest. But you know what? In order to win this type of competition, in order to progress to the next round, you need to have some luck. And both these teams have always been lucky, if we're being honest, both of them. With that being said, enough praise on both these teams about the last match. I think that when this game comes into the Etihad in Manchester, I think that City are going to prove to be too much at home. And I don't think that this is going to be an offensive explosion and 6 goals like it was last match. I think that this is going to be way more conservative. I think that City are going to come away with maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1 win. If Real are going to get a goal, they're either going to get this goal incredibly early in the match, maybe in the first 10 minutes on a transition or counter. And that's it. Or I believe they're going to get a very, very late goal in maybe the 85th or 90th minute or maybe even extra time. And I think that City are already going to have their 2 goals in place. So I don't think it will matter at that point. So I do think City are going to go through. I think they're going to win this game 2-1 or 1-0. And I think that City are going to progress to the semifinals versus Bayern Munich. That's what I believe is going to happen. I wish it wouldn't. I'm not a very big fan of City. I don't like the way... I don't like them. I don't like anything about them. I don't like their colors. I don't like anything about them. But, you know, I'm an unbiased commentator here, and I got to tell you the truth and what I think. And I just don't see Real Madrid going in there and winning that game. However, I do rate Real Madrid as a team. I think they play beautiful football. I think they have wonderful football players. I think that Jude Bellingham is kind of the odd man in that group right now. He started off the season on fire, and now this last match he was doing absolutely nothing for Real. He didn't offer anything. If Real have any chance of going through, Jude Bellingham has got to do more. He's got to do way more. I mean, he's got to be 2 or 3 times the man that he's been in the beginning of the year. So, with that being said, I got City and Bayern advancing. It's going to make an interesting semifinal. If you think different, if you're a fan of any of these teams, if you think that I'm crazy and I'm talking out my butt or whatever, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. You got something to say? Write it down. Let me know. I'll respond. Trust me. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. Share, subscribe, do all those things that you're supposed to do. Help me with the algorithm. Let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys next time. You have a great day.